So I've been thinking about it, and it looks like for these apparent Christians or apparent religious people are in the business of for fulfilling their magical books as wishes for destruction and annihilation of everything. For some reason, grown-ass people are thinking that those magical books as expressions of man's ego are some kind of justification for behaving like fucking idiots. Not even some animals behave that way. I mean, they're basically trying to destroy everything just because of some religious idea of what should be. They're just measuring dicks. That's all they are doing, even either religiously or as in a political stage or in corporations. They're just trying to measure dicks. That's why they do business like they do. That's why right now it doesn't matter how many people die as long as the buddies of the people in charge are getting wealthier because of their sales of ammunition and arms and weapons and all these corporations who are now trying to talk about, not sure if it's even possible to to comprehend that, but they're talking about antichrist and similar stuff, and all the while we're just I think it's a combination of measuring dicks and being afraid of facing consequences, because most of them are fucking involved in horrible things done to children and women, and it's fucking horrendous, and they're gonna do whatever it takes to distract us and to make believe that they're not the people they are, to try to make us believe that they are some kind of hero or leader or anything like that, when they're just scared, loveless children who don't care whatever things go. They're old and they're on their way out. So what do they care how they leave the world for us? I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old, and I believe that we can do things better. But we keep on letting idiots just drive us around without seatbelts and drunken up to their ears in fucking power and obsession in money and accumulation. And that's all they're doing. They're just bringing us down with them, because since they weren't loved, they weren't wanted. They make it be the problem for every single one of us, the rest of us. They try to keep on making it our problem just because they are insecure about their father's admiration for them. I mean, if they didn't want them, that's fine. I mean, we a lot of us are wanted, and not because of that we're going to end up causing trauma to people who they don't even know. I mean, it's stupid how we think that affecting somebody else's experience just because their skin is different, then we're justified to do so because of our religious intent. And if you read any kind of sacred or quote unquote sacred book without that ego that we imprinted on those, then you'll realize that the only real message that happens or that matters at all is loving yourself and loving others and being a community, because that's the only solution for every single fucking problem that we have. And then we keep on letting hoarders, mentally ill people drive that objective out of the table, because their own greed is more important and their own dreams of power is more important than being a decent human being and cooperating and trying to find ways to avoid being extinguished by a natural disaster instead of by ourselves. Because that's all we're doing right now. We're just not even analyzing what has happened cyclically for years and years and years. And it's idiocy that we keep on saying that we're civilized when we keep on wasting time on war and profit gaining for some people that have no scruples and no kind of conscience or social intent. I think we're better without them, because their greed is the only thing that's pushing us apart and pushing us towards a cliff that we don't want to jump out of. Just like those lemmings in the Disney movie, the the director was the one who pushed them, I mean, or made people push them. I mean, that's what we're doing for greed, for attention. We're doing horrible things to people that we don't even know. I hope we can stop letting those silly dumbasses, loveless, scared children be in charge of things, because they're going to end us all, and they'll have their bunkers, but how long are they going to last without the knowledge of the people who actually matter? Not them, of course, because they can buy their wells into knowledge, themselves into knowledge, and they can buy themselves into control or into power, but they will never be able to buy themselves into living a decent life, and a life without the worry of chemicals or idiocy poisoning our bodies and our minds. I mean, I really do hope that we can call ourselves civilized one day, because at the rate that we're going, it's kind of difficult to do so. It's just, it doesn't match up. And I know that there's a lot of us that have actually done great things for the communities, for the whole world. But we need to stop the mediocrity of idiocy and unchecked ego from taking those intentions into dark ages, or to taking them away entirely, like they did with the water car, with the water run car, or the car that ran on water. They ended up killing the inventor because they didn't want to lose their stake on oil. It's stupid. But I guess that's the way it is. Well, just another rambling, trying to keep things simple. So thank you for listening if you did, and have a great day.